All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we would like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Chacharash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Ba'Hashem meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls JC, the Rachachorash being the Holy Spirit, give a double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who taught us the truth very well. Shalom to the hopeful elect, shalom to the Aki and Agua, listening and learning. This message goes out to the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the so-called Native Americans, so-called Latinos, and so-called African Americans scattered throughout the four corners of the world. This is the branch of the Great Millstone Chicago Camp. I'm the brother Yaya.
It's the brother Asha.
Back on another quick lesson. And we just wanted to go into how we cussing out you fools celebrating this wicked holiday, man. Because this isn't even your Independence Day, man. You people aren't free, and you were never, because the Constitution has y'all as 3/5 of human, man. And this so-called Independence Day is to celebrate the so-called white man here in America, this Edomite's Independence Day, man, from his own damn self, man. So you people, you Jakes have no business celebrating this day, man.
Yeah, you just following the ways of Esau, Edom, man. And the scriptures is clear on that, you know what I mean? It says, envy not the
I was going that way too.
Yeah, and choose none of his ways, you know what I mean? Proverbs 3:31. You know, you let yourself be snared in by his traps, man, you know, and you continue to follow after these paganistic holidays, right? So it said, be not like the heathen. Get that Proverbs 3:31, envy not the president, that Jeremiah, you know. Even though that was going into Christmas, it's still about the pagan holidays.
This is Proverbs.
Yeah, Proverbs.
This Proverbs 3:31.
Yep.
Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. And who else is the oppressor, man? This man Esau Edom has oppressed and suppressed so many people in so many nations worldwide, and especially Jacob, man.
Facts. So you celebrating this wicked day when all your ancestors were being, you know, in 1776. What was y'all slaves when this happened, man? Hey, you grab the date on that. When was it? 4th of July, 1776.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Brought this wicked holiday out, and you celebrate your slavery because you never been like free, man. You still yet this day in captivity, man. Get that? You know what I mean? You still yet this day in captivity. That Baruch. You know, you are still in captivity to this devil, man. You know, so you've never been truly free. First of all, you're still not even on their radar.
This is Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power.
And that's what's going on right now. You still paying. You get your check and your money goes right back to Esau. You're still in slavery. You get paid. They take out their taxes from earned income, which they're not supposed to do. Your tax is supposed to be on profits only. And then, you know what I mean, you got to pay back you got to go to him for the one of all things. You got to pay for your food, your shelter, your clothing, everything, man. So you are still a slave. You know what I mean? And so you celebrating your own slavery. You know, you still got to go to this devil for everything. So you're not free. You know what I mean? Free to be destructive and do stupid stuff, man. But, you know, you're not free. You know, you got that one of all things.
Kind of look at that.
Yeah. You know, you still, that's what's going on, man. So how could you be celebrating, the oppressor, man? You know, how could you be enjoying anything that he's giving you, man? It's crazy.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
And this is a part of the curses that, you know, outlined who his people was, right? But yeah, this is showing you that you are still in captivity. We're gonna start down, right? Start at 43. And you're pointing at 48 though.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Jake is low in all parts of the world. We're still at the bottom everywhere. You can pull up the Google Maps on your income versus everybody else, or you still at the bottom across all the nationalities. Google it.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
So are you borrowing money, or are you giving money away? Jake is borrowing money. That's plain. He's giving to you. You lend. You got to go to his bank. He started all these banks. You ain't started nothing.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of thy Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes to which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Is that not upon us forever? Are we still at the bottom? Are we still the tail? Absolutely. Wherever we are.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Yeah, that physical yoke that you're seeing in slavery has been removed, but now you have that mental chain that's still on there, and you still have to have your court papers. I mean, your slave papers to travel around America. You got to have your driver's license. If you want to leave the country, you got to get a passport. You still got your slave papers. You're still in slavery. So how can you celebrate this wicked holiday? The scripture, let's get that Jeremiah. Even though it's pertaining to Christmas, it still says don't do like the heathen. It's Jeremiah 10 and 1.
250 years and nothing has changed for you, man. Just a little bit of more access to stuff, man, that everyone should have, man.
Right. Jeremiah 10 and 2 says, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them." So it said, learn not the way of the heathen, man. This is another one of the pagan holidays, just like April Fool's Day. I mean, what was that? Easter, Christmas, this 4th of July, and all this other stuff that they be worshiping. Valentine's Day,
Halloween.
All these pagan holidays.
Halloween.
All these pagan wicked holidays. Lord said, don't be like these devils. You know what I mean? And y'all just celebrate all these pagan wicked holidays. It's crazy.
Not even know the origin behind it, man. Because you people, you don't want to do the research, man. You don't want to know, man.
Yeah, you just want to be a part of their stupid wickedness. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy to see it happening. Like, I walked around, in Chicago around the lakefront, man, and Issachar was out there with the flags, man, and ICE was just on the block deporting them. And you out here, the worst of all, along with Judah, celebrating this wicked holiday. It is deplorable, man. You niggas are just weak and sick, man. It's like, damn. How many more times does this man need to show you in his face that he hates you? On every TikTok and IG, he's just telling you how he hates Judah and Issachar. And y'all gonna celebrate his day. Boy, you're a new kind of fool, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Get that woe to them, Isaiah, woe to them.
Isaiah 30.
Yeah, trust Egypt, man.
Yeah.
Go down for help. It's
God.
gonna be destruction for you niggas for trusting in the shadow of Egypt.
This is Isaiah 30 and 1.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, except the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not acts in my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
That's exactly what it is. You trust in this devil, and Egypt just means house of bondage. And we just clarify you still in captivity. You know what I mean? And then you get Egypt, Exodus, house of bondage. You're trusting in this Pharaoh, you know what I mean, who's ruling over you with wicked oppression, taxing you, deport you, and kick you out of land that he stole. With violence and bloodshed. And you know what I mean? And you still thinking it's cool to align yourself with that? Scripture said never trust our enemy. We gonna grab that, you know what I mean? But you want to hang out with this devil and think he cool with you and buddy up with him, and all he gonna do is destroy you.
This is Exodus 20 and 2, straight to the point.
Yeah.
I am Yahweh thy power, which I brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
And that's what Egypt is, house of bondage. So you trusting in the Pharaoh, Nero, and he running you amok. Taking everything you have. This country, Esau, self-proclaimed white man here in America, is the worst country ever right now. It's like a third world country. Your prices are high, your inflation, the prices is high, but your wages is low. And they give you bread and circus to distract you, and nobody still has gone to jail for the Epstein stuff. And y'all thinking it's cool? It's crazy, man.
This is Haggai 1:6, real quick, straight to the point. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
And that's what I talked about. Every time, everything you get paid, go right back to them for your cars, your housing, your food, your clothing, your everyday necessities. You give all that right back to Esau, who provides you with everything. So how can you trust in this devil? It's just insane.
Okay, with the Sirach.
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 10. This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that has been with a serpent, or is any such as come nigh wild beasts? And that's the point right there, man. So these people trusting in somebody who can't be trusted in, man.
Right. You're looking for a nation that can't save you and can't help you and won't help you, but they got your worst agenda for you. They call a pandemic. They fooling you with. This man has poisoned the food, the air, the water, everything that you touch. He has defiled and messed it up, man. So you gonna celebrate wickedness and destruction and a bloody, violent man? Crazy. Lamentations 4:17. You looking for these people to be your friends. They have never been your friends. He's always been your enemy. He's always had his own interests at heart and your destruction at his mindset. He say he speaks, he's smooth as butter, but war's in his heart. This is how this devil talks to you, with a forked tongue. You thinking he cool, but he ain't never been cool with you. He ain't never been nothing but death and destruction to the 12 tribes of Israel.
And a liar, man.
And a straight liar, man.
He comes speaking, like you said, his words are smoother than butter, man. He talks about reparations and doing all this good stuff for the community, but he hasn't really done anything, man.
Right. They took reparations off the table. All the other nations got reparations, but the 12 tribes in America. Japan got reparations for Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You wishes getting reparations, $3 billion sent to them annually a year for the Holocaust.
Yeah, and these little reparations like the EBT and the house care and all that, that's nothing, man.
That ain't reparations. That's you trying to survive. That ain't. Yeah. We had to expose that with a big fat liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't nothing, man. Everybody else getting millions of dollars, man. You fools getting crumbs.
This is Lamentations 4:17. Straight to the point. Lamentations 4:17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that cannot save us.
This nation that has nothing to do with y'all, man. Only thing you good for is cattle, sheep, led to the slaughter and destruction. That's it. You're nothing else more to them than a servant, a slave. That's it. You know what I mean? That's who you are. That's what you're good for. Nothing more, nothing less.
God.
What was that I called for? Yeah, because you trust this devil, man, and let him misuse you. We talk about smooth, he's smooth as butter, but war's in his heart, man. He talks to you all greasily to get you hyped up, and saying that for you to believe in his more lies. You know what I mean? But all the time, his whole MO is to steal, kill, and destroy, man. You gotta get that. He's smoother than butter and kill, steal, and destroy, man.
This is Psalms 55 and 21.
This is who he is, man.
This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's what we've been seeing. That's what this man been doing, man. Throughout his whole career of taking houses like that Micah 2 and 2, man. Oppressing a man of his heritage, man.
Right.
This is all this man has been doing for the past 250 years, man.
Right. That's full right, exactly. Yeah, he's never gonna change, man. Get that Jeremiah 13:23. He's not gonna change, man. You thinking he's gonna change, and he's never gonna change. We had that.
You want the John or the Jeremiah? You want the John or Jeremiah?
Get hold that Jeremiah. Get the seeking, roaring lion seeking who he can devour. First Peter, roaring lion 5 and 8, I think.
Okay. This is 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
And that's what this devil is. He's hoping to catch you off guard so he can destroy you, man. You know what I mean? And then we get that John. He seeks, kill, steal, and destroy. You know what I mean? By you off guard, having your day, he is going to mess around and send ICE patrol to wrap you niggas up because y'all out here partying and BSing, man. Thinking it's still cool. He keep telling you it ain't cool.
Can I get this song? Emergency?
Yep.
This is Psalms 10 and 8. Straight to the point, Psalms 10 and 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones.
That's right.
He hath said in his heart, Yahweh hath forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. And they like you just said, they hide themselves as lions, man, and then they go out and persecute the poor, man.
Yeah, they pretend that they cool. You know, what does a lion do? A lion is stealthy, sneaky. You know what I mean? It catches the prey off guard, so you can't see it. It's stooping down while it's hunting you. It ain't hunting you to say hi to you. It's hunting to kill you, man.
This is John 10 and 10.
Yeah.
The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly.
So while you partying, this nigga, he's plotting your death and your demise and your destruction. This is what he's done, man. You know what I mean? He's not gonna change. You know what I mean? That's where we get that Jeremiah. This is who he is. This is his nature.
This is Jeremiah 13 and 23.
So while you out here partying, he's plotting your demise and your destruction and how to, you know what I mean, finish you off.
This is Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leper his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
No. And what is this evil? What we just read. Sitting in the lurking places to, destroy you, man. You know what I mean? And that's what he's doing, man. You out here thinking it's sweet and it ain't sweet. And for you celebrating it makes you even worse, man. It's crazy. He can't sleep unless he's plotting to get you out of the way. This Proverbs, right to the point. Proverbs 4 and 14. It says, enter not in the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it. Turn away and pass away. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall. This is who you're dealing with. So while you out here partying, he's coming up with another scheme to eradicate you and get rid of you, man. This ain't no game, man. You've seen his track record, man. You see what he's doing. He can't be held in check. You know what I mean? He is the wicked whom the Bible describes, man. And what does wicked people do? Kill weak, innocent people all day long. So while you out here on this partying and drinking your Budweiser, you know what I mean? This man is trying to do what he do, man. Coming up with another way to make your life miserable and can continue to afford the affliction and keep you in hell and destruction, man.
Okay. That's it. So with that, we would like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Chodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Stone who taught us the truth and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep striving for the truth to death. And with that, we would like to say Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah, and Abba.